welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. It's a gloomy day here in the UK. The roads are greasy. Anyway, today we're going to be going to a motorcycle shop. We're going to be going to Fowlers, and we're meeting up with Alex Carter of ASC Audio. He's our next door neighbour at Ash Safety, and I think he should be over here somewhere. I think. I've just been to his shop, totally the wrong place. I thought they were going to meet at the shop. Anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going and having a look at some motorcycles at Fowlers, and I've not been there before. Fowlers of Bristol. So hopefully it'll be an interesting day and not too wet.
Hello, buddy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're on.
I did text you saying we're waiting for you.
Yeah, I did. I went to the obvious place. Yeah, the wrong place as normal.
You know Dom, Dickie.
Yeah, hiya Dom. Yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, I just switched this off. Okay, we're all ready to go. Alex's 1290 Adventure. And the little Honda 750. You can put your shopping in those, apparently. The fuel tank lifts up. The fuel tank's under your bum, I think, under the seat, and what looks like your fuel tank is a cubby hole for a crash helmet. Similar to a scooter, I guess. Well, no, it's the opposite way round to a scooter, isn't it? The cubby hole's under your seat on the scooter. So this is the first time I've ridden with, there's Alex's group. There's normally, I think, 4 or 5 of them. Obviously, there's only 2 today. So to Fowlers then, and we're going to get breakfast. I'll probably pick I'll pick the tab up for that as well. But Alex is trying to get me to buy a cardo. He's spending me money already. They've got these little cardo things on the side of their helmets, which is all bloody witchcraft to me. I've never had a bloody cardo. Motorcycling to me is quite solitary. Always has been. You know, you don't want to be chattering away to people. It's, I zone out when I'm on my motorcycle, peace and quiet. But I suppose it does have its benefits. If you get bloody lost or somebody's straggling, they can shout out, "Wait for me," and then somebody can say, "Well, where are you?" And then say, "I'm back at the blah 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 blah." So I suppose they got the benefits on that one. But as a norm, I've only just got into full face crash helmets, and that's because I have to have somewhere to mount my camera. I've been riding for 40 years, well, almost 50 years now, with an open face helmet. So cardos, as you can imagine, is a total witchcraft to me. Intercoms. Let's speed it up. I don't want to get left behind on this one. I'll just tip in behind Alex. KTM SARs are. Oh yeah, and Alex has got a new exhaust pipe, by the way. Oh yeah, that Honda's got a aftermarket pipe on it. Oh crikey. They ain't hanging around, are they? They want their breakfast. Right, well this is the M4, which is boring, so I will catch you later. So we can find a lay-by before we get into Bristol. Got to get me mic working. Well, here we are. We're heading into Bristol, M32, I think. Now, this Fowlers trip, visiting the Fowlers Motorcycle shop. In case some of you guys think it's to do with my my new motorcycle, you'll be very, very wrong. Because there's been a bit of glitch with that one. So I'll talk about that later on. But anyway, yeah, the reason is, I think, is that A, to have breakfast, and Alex had an Indian in his unit the other day. He was fitting some cameras, forwards and rear facing cameras, to this Indian Scout. And of course, Fowlers sell Indians, don't they? And I think Alex has taken a liking to this bike, so it may well be that he's going to have a look at them in the view of buying one. As for my future purchase, I'll tell you about that a bit later on, because it's absolutely unbelievable what's happened. Anyway, Bristol. There's Bristol, look, in front of us in all its glory. And it looks like it's going to be, we're going to have to run into some rain.
Back in 1497, John Cabot said to his dad, "I think I'll go and discover America, as times is looking bad. Of course, I'll have to borrow a couple of quid and some clothes in your old top hat. 'Cause the hat I got is 10 years old and been slept in by the cat." His dad looked up from his paper with his glasses on the end of his nose. "Whatever do you think you look like," he said, "dressed up in my old clothes? They ain't never gonna fit you, my old son, 'cause you're much too bloomin' well fed." And he looked at his hat, and he looked at John's head. "Blimey, blinking Riley," he said.
Right then, well here we are. We're at Fowlers. And we've got a nice little entrance here. Look,
All the proper bikes, Dickie.
there's the courtyard. Oh, there's a Kawasaki in it, and there's some multicoloured houses up on the hill. Look.
Honda in the corner.
Yeah, Fowlers Honda. Anyway, oh, there's these orange things, these bloody KTMs. Oh, these are the new. This is what they're all raving about, isn't it? The new. Is it 380? 380, 390 Enduro things? They don't fuel though, do they? Keep cutting out apparently. Euro 5.5, folks. So that's yeah, 390 SMR. Lovely bikes, as long as you can get them remapped.
You do stairs, Dickie, do you want the...
Cheeky buggers, aren't they? Just because I'm the oldest one. And my hip's giving me some jip today, actually, as well.
Come on, young lady, I've got you.
Shut your face. Oh, what we got up here then? More motorbikes. And here's the breakfast area. Right, hold on. Well, Brecky's just arrived. Look at that. That's a biker. That's a biker. That's a biker. Called a biker breakfast, and that is called. I was gonna say fat bastard, but I won't say that on thing. But yeah. Anyway, let's tuck it. Lovely. Recommend the breakfasts. 10 quid.
13.
Bloody amazing. And that is 13 quid. So it's worth coming down here just for a decent breakfast. Got an ideal spot here to have a scan round. All Triumphs down there. That's the Triumph section. Got to be careful I don't fall down the stairs. Now I'm getting a bit older.
Right there, do you need to piggyback?
I'm just going to get berated all day by this guy in front of us. Oh, scooters. I like my scooters. Oh, it's Aprilas. Better they go. Pretty colours as well. Where are we starting then, guys?
Wherever, mate. Yeah, let's start here and just keep going round. Yeah.
So we're in Scooter City at the moment. Got a nice selection of scooters. Piaggios. Oh no. Now that styling queue there.
Very Italian.
I'm sure there was an old Italian scooter where it was the early Vespas. I think it might have been the early Vespas that did have a light down on the front mudguard like that. So I think that's where they got that styling cue from.
Why?
Yeah, that's another. Well, I suppose, do you need a bike licence for that?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah.
So that's purely in case you're a little bit dubious about slipping off. But there's a lot going on in there, look. It's a hell of a lot.
Stop the front end washing out.
Well, yeah.
But it's that whole. Yeah, they're random, really weird.
They've got another one. They've got a big Yamaha, haven't they? A big Yamaha with 3 wheels as well. I like. Oh, we just spotted one. This is the one we'd all get.
Come on, give me that. You've got to get on it. Have a seat. Dickie and the snakeskin scooter.
Wow. Do you think they'll? Can you sit on it?
Yeah.
Look at the colour of the seat, Alex. That is beautiful.
Get on it. I bet it suits you. Very much room for your pizza box.
No, just enough for my feet and my knees.
You look like you're wearing that like a shoe.
I do like it though. Harley, oh god. Oh, it's a sporty. Oh, that's all right. It's a Sportster. They're all right, the Sportsters. They're probably the only real Harley that's left now. The Sportsters. Well, now they don't make them anymore, do they? Which is a shame. That was to a point, that was the only original sort of Harley that they still made. It's a Sportster, the full camera.
It's a 1050.
Those are exhausts and a half, aren't they? Like little mortars sat on the back. Anyway. Yeah, so there you go, there's your Suzukis. Oh, here's a DRZ. The DRZ dirt bike. See now, nice bike. I rode the Supermoto the other week, but they've taken the price off. But I reckon Suzuki have priced those wrong. They're £8,000, 7,999, and I reckon that's a little bit steep. There's a lot of stuff out there that's just as good for a couple of grand less. The ASs. Oh, it's the Hayabusa.
Dickie's had history with these.
Well, yeah, amazing motorcycles, the Hayabusas. Just English roads, I don't know.
It's just a drag bike really all over it, isn't it? It's like stretched out.
It's a truck. It's a sports truck, sports bus. Once you get going, they're lovely, but you do notice the length of them. If you're not used to Hayabusas, when you first get on them, you think, crikey. Don't want to buy one of those, I tell you. Not the new stuff, anyway. But guess what I've spotted? Look, Alex. It's a Zero. Yeah, the old Zero. It's not. That is new. I wonder what the price is. Has it been sold or is there a price on it?
Still for sale.
Is that a 14.5 kilowatt? Oh, that's cheap. Oh, that's very cheap. That is so cheap. No, I like that. I've ridden one of these. I've ridden the 17.5 kilowatt one, and that moves. It's got the Yeah, the 10-inch engine. Ooh, now I'm liking that. Might be back on for the electric bikes, Alex.
Don't do it, mate. Don't do it. You're a petrol head.
The only thing is, for a fast charger on one of these, the charger £3 grand.
There's another one there, Dante.
Yeah, there's two.
Yeah.
I've two. Got a super motor. Well, that's the super.
Oh yeah, just tucked round now.
7.2.
Yeah. Look at that. Just shows you what's happening with the electric bikes, isn't it? £16,415. It's now £6,995.
Usually you get 10 quid off, not 10 grand.
Summer. The thing is though, where these bikes are stood around now, I was offered with the with this bloody Harley Davidson Livewire fiasco I had with the Del Mar, I was offered there might be a few of these bikes hanging around in dealerships.
Stuck.
Already registered, and I thought, well, how long have they been hanging around for? Because you've got to tend these batteries, you can't just leave them. You've got to keep the batteries in tip-top condition. I'm sure in the Harley dealerships they didn't want to know about them, did they? So I bet you they'd just be chucked in the corner. But you've got to keep the batteries up on them, else they will degrade, even in storage. So I'm just talking to the sales gentleman about the Zeros now. The red Zero that I was looking at has been sold. I said, that's £10,000 knocked off the price of those bikes. And the other one's an ex-demo. Well, even with ex-demos, you ain't going to worry about them being thrashed, because you can't thrash an electric motor. And he's told me that the batteries are looked after, they are tended. So there shouldn't be a problem with that. But anyway, let's have a quick look at these BSAs. These bands, so-called Bantams. This is the same engine they're using the Jawa or the Jawa. Google Jawa and have a look at their retro bikes. But this is where this engine came from, out of the Jawa, the Jawa, like a generic engine. But they just rebadged it BSA. Union Jack, they're pushing it a bit, aren't they? Really. This is a demo. This has been out on the road by the looks of it. I wouldn't have thought somebody's traded it in just yet. But 3699. You know, if you're after a bike, 3699, it's no money, is it? Yeah, it seems well put together. Switchgear feels a lot better than some of the Chinese bikes I've ridden, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm liking that. Look at that, that looks lovely. They do look lovely, don't they, these BSAs? But they have, when they brought them out, they were a lot more expensive. These are now 5,399. And people were waiting for these, you know, with anticipation, and there was a big marketing, sales, you know, hype about them. Oh, the BSAs will be out soon, and everyone was getting excited. A bit Royal Enfield-y. Royal Enfield are good at doing that. And people put their money down. They put their deposits down, put their money down, and then sadly, there were a few issues with them. Not mechanical, I think it was more like sensors and things and fueling. Which put a few people off, and then they brought the prices down on them, and which obviously who'd ever bought one of the original bikes at full price basically got stuffed. But still a very nice looking bike, but I don't think I'd have one. Or consider one. It's worth coming down here if you get the chance, just to see all these lovely motorcycles and have a really good breakfast. Oh, they've disappeared. That's nice. The colours on that. I do like the colours on that. Like I say, Triumphs I'll stick with my Royal Enfields. Triumphs are nice, but they're pushing it a bit, and you know, most of them are made in Thailand. And I have got this major bugbear with them. The whole ethos of their advertising is the Union Jack, and yet they uprooted and moved to Thailand, which, you know, a lot of manufacturers do, and it's the way the world is now. You know, the production is cheaper, blah blah blah. But why push that? Oh, it's British, blah blah blah. Really push that as your main advertising ethos when they're made in Asia, for God's sake. Your British workforce isn't there now. I think they've got I did the Triumph factory a while back, and it's just, I honestly think it's there, it exists just to keep face, really. There's a very small production line of Tigers. There's a few crank machining, CNC machines machining cranks there, and the rest of it is a visitor centre. So I might be wrong, and you might disagree on this, but I think that production line's there, that very small production line, just so they can keep face and say there are a few Triumphs still made in the UK. Nevertheless, very good motorcycles, absolute amazing quality, but I'll stick with my Royal Enfields, thank you very much. More of an honest bike. Right, look at this. I rode one of these, and then Lord David's got one of these, and they're absolutely amazing. £16,000, so that's pre-regged. See if we can see a new one, see what a new one costs. There you go, look, 24 grand's worth. I know that's down to 20 now, but £24,000, £23,000. Absolute torque monster. But saying that little Del Mar, which is one of the reasons why I wanted one, was the size of a dirt bike, and that put out, I think these are 160 foot-pound of torque, something along those lines. That little Del Mar was 196 or 194, something like that, and it's a dirt bike. We'd eat one of these. Eat most things off the lights until you ran out of battery. But yeah, what a lovely place. I'm really impressed with Fowlers. Fowlers of Bristol. If you get the chance, come and have a look. So here we go into the clothing department. So where are these Cardo things then, Alex? Oh right, locked away. Right, this is what Alex is trying to get me to buy. Now, he's got an orange one marked up as KTM, but that version in here would be 360 quid. Bloody hell, they're a bit expensive, aren't they? Just to have a chat. I'd only chat once in a blue moon as well, if I'm out with you.
Voice record off of them too.
Can you? Would that link in with my camera and everything?
You
Bluetooth it into me?
You'd start your vlog, and like you'd clap, so you get your pinpoint of your sound.
Oh, yeah.
And then you mute the video on the video.
Right.
Mute the audio on the video, and then record off of your mouthpiece.
Alex does a bit of vlogging, not so much motorcycle stuff, but he does his.
I do now.
Well, there you go. He's just said.
Test riding like
But his audio business, he does a lot of vlogs. I'm really enjoying today. Thanks for inviting me along.
Well, they do say you've got a caring community in that. You've got to take the old ones out.
Caring the community. What's he like? He takes a piss out of me, I tell you. Caring the community, he said. Got to take the old ones out. Yeah, 1100. Max has got, my mate Max has got one of those.
Very similar.
These Africa Twin. Now this is nice. Now I've not seen one of these in the, say flesh or bare metal, but that's a demo as well. These are aimed at the Royal Enfield 350s, the J series motors. Royal Enfield. It's got a can on it, but these are a little bit bigger in the frame. It's supposed to be really good. Really good. I think they're only about 20 horsepower, 21 horsepower, but it don't matter nowadays, does it? You like that then, Alex?
Huh?
You like one of those then?
Yeah, it's a nice riding position.
I don't like the way the tank sits up on the frame.
I'm not sure on the headlight. I think if it's going to have a classic look, it's got to have an old school headlight looking.
Yeah,
Headlight.
absolutely. And a lot of these retro looking bikes, they go and stick a TFT on them as well, don't they? It's nice to have a dial. And apparently the TFTs, if you have to replace them,
Mega money.
cost an absolute fortune. £1,000 or more to replace your TFTs.
Won't be long before somebody's.
All right, we're ready to go. We just had a good natter, so we're going to wind our way home now.
Before the rain.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get wet, and we never mind. Okay, off we go. And then left. Good old Bristol. Yeah, so I was telling you, this Del Mar, this Harley Davidson Del Mar that I was going to buy, I was thinking of buying. I was saying on the Suzuki vlog that it's quite similar to that Suzuki in ways, as in how far you'd go on a tank full of fuel or a tank full of electric. Very similar, quite light for an electric bike, and phenomenally quick. It's 194 foot-pound or 196 foot-pound of torque, which equates to, think of a Rocket 3, 2.5 Rocket 3 plus another motorbike, mid-range motorcycle on top of that for torque. You'd only have to blink. Pulling away, going down the road, you don't have to blink and you'd be halfway down the road. It's absolutely nuts. That's what sort of attracted me to the bike. Plus the fact Harley was selling them at more or less half price. So as I was talking in the blog, you were guessing what bike I was going to buy. It was going to be the Del Mar. I say was because about a week ago, 3 weeks into putting my deposit down and the bike being ordered by Matt from 270 Motorcycles, Matt texted me to say that I didn't have a bike. And there's me waiting for it to arrive, all excited, and it wasn't there. And according to Livewire, demand outstripped supply, which is strange because Matt actually ordered that bike on the computer in front of me. Adding fuel to the fire, I've heard that Livewire had 10 UK bikes went to Spain. 10 of these special offer Del Mars, and for the price they were selling them at, they were a hell of a deal. That's why they were so popular. So I was really looking forward to getting one of these and vlogging it and showing you guys whether you can live with these electric bikes, because I am a fan of them. The range isn't brilliant, but you have to plan ahead. But if you've got piston engine bikes, it's not an issue. You wouldn't just have one of those on its own because you wouldn't be really going anywhere. Not quickly anyway. So yeah, I was really looking forward to vlogging it, and now you can live with the Del Mar. That particular bike had a 10.5 kilowatt battery, which would give you about 80 miles. If you went absolutely mental on it, you'd have that. But I took one out and got 69 miles. Now, I worked that out that if I go out with a breakfast crew from calf to calf on a Saturday or Sunday, that bike would have done that sort of mileage. That would have quite happily competed that, got back home without having to charge it. I mean, if you did want to charge it en route, it would take an hour and 30 minutes to charge, or an hour and 40 minutes to charge, which in the grand scheme of things, if you're having a breakfast, a cup of tea, I didn't think it was an issue. But I could have gone out and done what I normally do on a charge, and gone out and come back on a charge, and it would have been absolutely brilliant for getting up on the Ridgeway as well. So I'm totally disappointed. I'm disappointed with Livewire. I got my deposit back, but it's just a shame because there's not many channels in the UK where somebody's vlogging that actually owns one of these things. You know, got a YouTube channel, so perhaps a missed opportunity there, live wire. I don't know. It's never mind. Anyway, Fowlers was great. I really enjoyed Fowlers. Not been to Bristol before. Fowlers Bristol. The breakfast was amazing for a tenner. You saw the breakfast, so well happy with that. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Stay safe. You all take care, and I'll see you all on the next one. Cheerio.
John was quite upset by now, but there's one thing he did dread. Having great big drops of rain fall down right on top of his head. And it do persistently rain in America, so Chris Columbus said, "I got a good idea," said John's old dad. "Why doesn't discover Porter's head instead?" "'Cause he's never get a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. He ain't seriously trying to tell I that he's really up to best. I shouldn't go and discover America. They don't know what they missed. 'Cause he's never get a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. No."